What a day it is.
Well, technically it's night.
Yeah, it's still winter, sort of.
Sort of. Kinda.
Yeah,
Oh! But you know what day it is?
don't start.
Oh, seriously, you know what day it is?
Yes. Violets are blue, roses are odorous. Would you be my Cyril and Methodius?
Oh my god, what is that?
Okay. An attempt to ignore St. Valentine's Day.
No, I'm not talking about St. Valentine's at all.
St. Tryphon?
Nope. Who cares about saints?
Oh
I care.
no. Oh no.
It is the International
Book Giving
Book
Day.
Giving Day.
No.
But I'm not giving you a book today.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm. Why are you looking up there? Are you recognizing something? Did you recognize something? Did it just get you into trouble?
Yeah, well, you mentioned it pretty directly.
Yeah, so B has the honor of being the person who... By the way, we switched seats. I don't know if people are going to notice, but we totally switched seats.
Well, now they will have to.
This is such a better... I'm always...
He didn't get the Academy Awards for subtlety.
Yeah, I'm subtle,
I usually say like a hit from a frying pan into the face. That's not subtle.
I would say like a motorized saw.
Okay.
But okay.
Okay, I like that more and more.
I like...
Especially in the face.
Yeah, obviously. So again, B has the honor of carrying the badge of honor of being the person who has given me the most ridiculous, the worst book gift ever. So I've gotten a lot of books. I love books, and
well, you clearly don't love all the books.
I don't love all the books. No, sir, I don't. And I was giving this one that I especially did not love. I did not love a single thing about it. And the good news is...
You liked one thing.
Well, I liked one thing, but we'll talk about that. It's right here.
No.
It's right here. Dear book. So, the book is The English Poems of John Milton. I shall play a game with you. Say when.
When?
Okay, random page. The sixth book, The Argument.
Oh, the fun.
I'm not gonna read the prelude. It's so.
It's written in italics.
All night the dreadless angel, unpursued, through heaven's wide champaign, held his way till morn, waked by the circling hours with rosy hand, unbared the gates of light. There is a cave within the mount of God, fast by his throne, where light and darkness in perpetual round.
In his defense, people did not have internet back then, and they had too much free time.
The thing is, it is a 760 somewhat pages long book of this.
Have you read it?
Of this, of course not. I've tried so many times.
Really?
Yes, but
You're an idiot.
It doesn't work. Like it's. First of all, I hate this English.
Show them the best part.
Yeah, I actually talked about this in one of our audio podcasts.
Yeah.
While this was absolutely the worst possible book gift I've ever been given. Here's the author. It also had the best possible yet not dated.
Yes.
Thus, not really complete. How do you say that actually?
Comic?
No, it is a comic, but what is it? What is its purpose?
Hey, like greeting card, like birthday card.
Yucky.
You realize this is my first drawing of you?
Oh Lord. So, let me show it to the audience, if the audience can see it.
Of course they can't. Put it closer to the lens. Closer. That's right.
Freeze.
Zoom.
Freeze the moment.
Zoom in, yes. By the way, if any one of you has noticed, yes, this is totally ripped off from Perry Bible Fellowship. I like the comic.
So I'm depicted as this bearded, hairy guy, sleeping, then waking up. Hi, today's my birthday, and then death.
What?
Just continues counting.
Yeah, like he moves.
On an abacus.
The beat on the abacus, like happy birthday.
So this is absolutely the most creative
Oh, but
note I've been
oh,
given.
but
within
did
the
you
book.
know this detail?
Yes, I have. It's like your signature.
Yeah.
So B, I would like to use the opportunity to thank you again for this wonderful note in a book.
Okay.
It made me laugh. It also made me kind of scared. But the book I've tried.
Oh no! Now I know. I thought that the name was familiar. Paradise Lost. You have to read that one.
I actually have to read something from this book.
Yeah, Paradise Lost. Not the Psalms.
But by the way, if I may,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's at least one person watching this video who actually likes this. And
It's famous. Now I remember why I got it for you.
But did you have to buy the entire book? couldn't you download it from the internet or something?
Hello, can you give me one poem of John Milton?
Yes, exactly.
That was like 2008. Like
John Milton, Paradise Lost. That actually rings a bell.
That's
here as well.
That's extremely famous. Like what's the word?
Paradiso perdido. Here it is.
Paradiso. No.
But it is.
It's Perdita Durango.
Your Spanish is actually worse.
Of course.
Here it is like Paradise Lost, and then he has Paradise Regained.
It's super famous. It's a metaphor for the soul's essence towards God, and it's really, really famous. Read that one.
Yes, I'm gonna read that.
Not the boring poems of John Milton. Oh man,
Sorry, John.
We probably have some poetry efficandos among our audience.
Yeah,
they're getting so disappointed.
Somebody's
right
like anything but John Milton. But guys, if you can actually read this, let me know in the comment section. How does one read this? Because every time I tried,
you're such a modern child.
And I tried in different stages of my life. Trust me, guys, I have a lot of books. And this one, it's always somewhere in a very visible spot. I swear. The wife would confirm. It's always in a visible spot because I'm always like, maybe now's the time. Maybe now my English is good enough so that I can actually digest this. But then I start reading.
read it into the haze. I didn't, okay? I lie.
There's no way you read it into this. But it's like every time I start reading it, I'm like, I read 5, verses, lines, whatever. I'm like, I just can't go on.
I'm like that with Lord of the Rings.
I just can't go on. Well, that's your problem. Lord of the Rings is awesome. Next
is.
I'm gonna bring that book and put it right there. So just so that you know.
I'm not saying it's not awesome. I just say that I find it mostly boring.
You're not a fan of epic fiction, right?
I am.
Like what? Episode about books. Start.
No. No. Let's make that into a separate episode. Okay, but
first, let's make it into this episode.
Actually, now that you mention it,
epic fiction sucks.
No, seriously, I can't remember which one I actually liked. I liked Harry Potter, not epic. I like.
Gospode Bože.
I like
Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's against God, not the elven wizards though, not them.
I never said it's against God.
Somebody in the audience will. Don't worry, they'll do their job for us.
No, it's for.
Oh, by the way, there's a church of Saint Sava in Texas. Hi guys, and
there's a church of Saint Sava in every possible country.
Okay, but this one's not a Serbian church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it Serbian Saint Sava?
Yes.
Yes. Who dares? Who dares
perform cultural appropriation of our saint?
How dare you?
How dare you? Anyway, thank you for taking the name of our saint.
Yeah, that's very
Anyway,
nice.
I was going through their Facebook page and I saw that they have a book club, and the book that they were supposed to read was Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. Imagine other boring churches reading club.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll be reading Book
Bible.
of Psalms.
And the
Oh,
day
fun.
after, we'll be reading the Bible.
Tomorrow we'll be reading Minor Prophets. Somebody in the audience. Yay!
Oh, I forgot. In one of our previous videos, could be even the first one,
Okay, which one?
I made a joke about the Coptic Church, which wasn't received that well
By our sole Coptic
by two people,
viewer.
two viewers so far.
I think it was previous episode. I mean, 2 episodes.
Yeah, God only knows which one is which. But
Yeah.
the point is, guys, it was a joke. The Copts are not I thought it was such an obvious joke.
So you would take communion in their church?
I wouldn't.
Why?
Why? Well, I don't have to.
Flawless logic there.
I remember when you and it was like 10 years ago, of course.
Okay.
Everything was 10 years ago.
Either 10 years ago or previous month.
Yeah. So we talked about like the schism between Roman Catholic and Christian Orthodox Church, with the Eastern Orthodox Church, and I asked you, like, what do you think would be a practical goal of the two churches actually joining again into a single Catholic Church.
Okay.
Catholic, not in terms of Roman Catholic, mind you, Catholic in terms of the church.
Us church.
Yes, the church. Our church.
The mouse church.
And you were like, well, what if you're in Italy and, well, maybe you didn't use Italy, maybe you said like,
why not Italy? Why not Italy?
Remote place, and you're about to die, and you want a priest and communion, and you can't get it because we're not in communion with the Roman. You remember that?
Yes.
You remember that?
No.
But it's such a lame argument.
Yeah, of course.
It's super lame.
Yeah.
I just remembered it, but it was our conversation.
Yeah.
And but back then I was like, yeah, okay, whatever.
God forbid that we're in union because we all believe in the same God.
I'm not against it,
So you're taking communion in Catholic Church.
I'm not.
Why not?
We can absolutely, and we should merge, guys. We should merge as long as you accept the truth.
Mergers and acquisitions. We need to become one with the Catholics because then we will get a lot of church property across the globe.
Yeah, our church will have presence in countries which we
never set our foot in.
Yeah, exactly.
We should like be absolute proponents of ecumenism, but for the stupidest of reasons.
For economic.
But the lowest tier. Like, but I go to a vacation in Ecuador.
Yeah, but their robes are so nice.
Yeah.
Like we really need to get some of that.
There's no coffee in Greece.
There's little gold in Orthodox churches.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Scratch that.
Sudden jump cut. Sudden jump cut.
No, the thing is, okay. And in case you guys didn't know, this is an entertainment channel.
Yeah.
It's not a Christian. It's a secular channel.
No. Okay.
It's a secular channel.
It's not a secular channel, but we do talk about secular subjects. But we're not a secular channel.
We're not a secular channel. But
then a clip of me saying, "Well, if he can't heal, why doesn't he go to oncology?"
Oh yeah. I'll get that. Okay, let me calm down. What I wanted to say, I apologize if I offended anybody. That's all I wanted to say.
You also want to apologize to all the Catholics we just offended.
Look,
but we wouldn't have to if we were one church, so we should definitely join.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll send you terms. It's super easy. I'm actually reading a book by somebody whom we mentioned in one of our videos, who I'm not going to endorse anymore.
Okay, who?
I don't like his
endorse?
Name. I don't like his name.
Vucic?
No.
Okay, I'm really curious.
I just touched your foot and it's so awkward.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm reading a book by Father Stephen Damick.
Yes, our arch nemesis.
No, because I was insulted when he wrote on his Facebook page, but I don't use Facebook, but I followed. I wanted to see what he's gonna write, and he wrote they want shameless, promotion, which is so far from truth, and I got offended, and now I don't like him, but I like his book because the book.
We don't want shameless promotion. Also,
once again,
we want shameless money.
Christian channel.
Christian channel. Promotions, nothing without money, without physical benefits.
Exactly.
Thank you.
And that's why we should join Catholics. What was I gonna say? Yeah, he actually writes about the differences between the Roman Catholic and the Orthodox Church.
Ah, okay. So he stole the idea from my most watched video. Thanks, Stephen.
No. I mean your video is like video is fun. I gotta say it's your best video ever.
I know.
And also, believe it or not, I think the first video of your channel that I saw before I reached out.
Yeah, he begged me so much that I host this podcast, and I was like, okay, fine. I'm always ready to help the little man.
I'm nothing without you. I'm an empty shell.
God, I love when people tell me nice things about me.
Yeah, so my pal. So some of those differences are so ridiculous that I really do understand why things are not going
in the right direction.
Really well. In that.
Oh, give us an example of one.
Well,
they were callers.
No, I was, for example, Immaculate Conception.
Oh no. I mean, is it really that important?
Well, it's not. It's not, but it's contradictory. And
are you in the non-offending Catholics mode right now?
No, I'm always in offending Catholics. I have a lot of friends who are Roman Catholic, and it's like the best thing ever when we do those jokes. But look, if you guys are,
you did not just use many of my friends are black argument.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
but
we need to become united with the Catholics, so we don't have to apologize to Catholics once we offend you.
Really, it's ridiculous. Like, what? I can't. It's too much. People are gonna get offended. Minus 500 subscribers.
Wait. Okay, that would give us like minus 23 subscribers in total.
Okay then. No, really. Let's join together. Let's join hands and sing.
Unto our Lord and King.
We have to stop. What is this episode about, anyways?
Miracles, like the previous episode.
Yeah.
Like the previous episode.
Let's talk about a miracle. If the Roman Catholics joined the Eastern Orthodox Church into one church, wouldn't that be a miracle?
It would.
It would, really.
Like if
that's exactly what it takes for the two churches to
mean, if I heard that and that that guy rose from the dead, but not like he died like a couple of days ago and he came back from that, but like 50, he died 50 years ago.
You would rather believe that than
precisely. Like I would be like, how?
Trust me, like the two churches uniting would be the best April Fool's joke. But
No, you guys are pulling my leg right now. No, you're
no, really, we can do communion. Come towards.
Yeah. You can do communion, but did you unite?
No, you can't. You can't take communion in a Roman Catholic Church.
You can, and nobody finds out. Now that's some good spirituality. Seriously, don't do it.
But in the Orthodox Church, you can do anything if the bishop blesses it. Like literally anything.
Literally.
Like let me give you an example. Do you know that Father Justin Popovich?
Yeah, Justin.
Justin, a name of the Timberlakes.
Timberlakes, yeah.
But he's wonderful, and he actually used to give communion to a Muslim.
I was sipping coffee just so I would be able to do that.
You know what you knew what I was gonna say.
Actually, no, I didn't know that.
Right? Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
why did he give it to?
I don't know.
community?
He had his reasons.
Wait. He was. Did he give him once or?
It could be that he given him once.
But I mean, this is so strange,
It
and
is.
and it kind of signs of out of character for him.
Oh, really?
Well, for somebody who basically invented the term pan-heresy of ecumenism, it's a big step to give communion to a Muslim.
But he was like, the Roman Catholics are one thing, Muslim are completely different.
Well, I got a question for Q&A. Why does it seem that Orthodox Church loves Jews more than Catholics? And I have so many funny answers in my head for that, but I don't know which one will which one will lose me more subscribers and which one would get me demonetized faster.
Like even this can get a strike or something.
No. But it was like I was like, no,
it's the most ridiculous question.
No. The question was my request. My reaction to the question was like,
but it's so ridiculous.
Like,
but we love the Jews. We just love those Jews.
Okay, good.
Did you do
something?
No.
I nearly spilled it on me.
Don't spill it on the microphone.
No, don't worry.
It costs money.
Well, it has a sponge for a reason.
No.
Oh yeah, no, that's not for it.
Sponge.
It is sponge, but
it is.
Okay, miracles.
I can't get over the question though. I just can't.
That was my reaction. Like I was thinking about it the whole day. Like how do you answer that?
Okay. First of all, we absolutely do not hate Roman Catholics. Let's be very clear about that.
You have an eyelash.
Again?
Yes.
I don't care.
Okay.
Live with it. Oh, okay. But that doesn't say we love the Roman Catholics. We love to joke about them, with them.
And we should love them.
And we do. I mean, why not? I just don't like the Pope. Just kidding.
Listen, I know that a lot of Catholics really dislike Francis, but he sort of grew on me.
I don't know. I don't care about Pope. I just don't. I know you like a lot of. I know you read Catholic literature from time to time.
Yeah, I do.
Roman Catholic, and you like some Roman Catholic saints. You don't venerate them.
Of course. Oh, I'm reading a life of Alphonsus Liguori. It's really interesting. That's the guy who vowed not to waste a single minute. So and because I'm ever in the mood for time management, it's like I have to read about this guy.
You're in the mood for time management.
Just because I'm bad, I'm also in the mood for reading about weight loss.
Oh, I love this. Okay, so I don't read that much, but I also remember you one time giving me a part of your prayer book or something. And
sorry, but
you gave me a part of your prayer book.
I gave you a part of my prayer book.
Might have been the entire thing. I don't remember.
What did I do to give you a part? I don't cut up prayer books.
I think this was in digital format.
Okay, and do go on.
And there was a list of people for whom you prayed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well yeah. Maybe
you prayed for the Pope.
Why not?
You see, we don't hate the Catholics. He prayed for the Pope.
Pope needs prayer as much as anybody else.
Yeah, okay. He prayed for. I don't pray for the Pope. He prays for the Pope. So again,
I don't pray anymore. Not because I like. No, wait.
Look,
that was no. I just remembered.
It's perfectly fine.
I had Pope John Paul II in the list of the departed.
Yes. Oh, departed.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was dead by then. But yeah,
it's perfectly fine.
But yes,
don't enjoy yourself.
From time to time, I shorten my prayer list because they get too long.
Yeah.
And sorry, John Paul II, you have people praying for you. Well, actually, not anymore. Now that they canonize him. Canonizing somebody is so cruel. We apologize for the interruption, but something horrible has happened. M found out what day is today and what day was 2 days before. M?
The Great Lent is about to start.
Yes.
And I fasted today, and I wasn't supposed to. I could have eaten meat.
No,
a lot of meat.
No. It's not. I was not supposed to. I could have not to have.
No. And during this week, when meat is allowed, and that's how the
Meat Fair Week.
Sorry?
Meat Fair Week.
Is that how they call it?
Yes.
Oh, it's so ridiculous.
Guess what they call the next week?
Cheese.
Fair. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Cheese?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I thought that you were going to say milk fair or something.
Yeah, that would be my second choice.
Okay, but you got to know your
meat
first.
fair and cheese fair.
Yes.
Fair.
Fair, as in food.
Yeah, well, for me, it's meat fail.
Well, that is God's punishment for you because you keep to the fast.
Yeah, because I keep fasting on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yeah.
I actually had to call my wife and tell her that it's all her fault.
Because she does not check the calendar.
Yeah, which I've installed on her phone. I didn't install it. I just told her which app to install.
She clearly did.
No, this is the problem with technology. If this was a worthy application, we already talked we had an episode on ideas, and I mentioned it that we should have a better
apps, religious apps. Yeah.
Yes.
This app needs to have a push notification that you're not supposed to fast today.
Yes.
And this push notification should override all other notifications.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is the worst thing ever. For example, did you fast today?
No.
You ate meat.
Yes.
And I ate peanuts.
Like literal peanuts. Not just he ate literal peanuts.
I ate peanuts.
I don't know how to comfort you right now. I drank coffee without milk. So do you think
it was decent coffee?
No, it was. It would be even decenter, dysentery with milk.
Did we apologize to Roman Catholics?
I think we apologized more than enough. Now it's their turn.
Yeah, so apologetics.
The act of saying I'm sorry to other denominations.
But only to ones you recognize.
Yeah. Like, what are you again? We're the seventh chalice of the David's Vineyard Church. Okay. We are sorry for maybe persecuting you, but probably not.
What was the episode about?
Miracles.
Okay.
You know, we should wander into some other subject and not talk about miracles, and we should keep this shtick for all episodes, and we never talk about miracles.
No, but let's talk about miracles.
Be my guest.
For example, the miracle of
love.
So late. I can't even. The miracle of love. The miracle of music.
Okay.
You know, I actually, I don't know. Yeah. So I was watching a YouTube video.
Okay.
And it's one of those videos where a girl judges 3 guys, she's going to go on a date with the one who is, whatever. This time there were 3 guys and the girl was looking at their phones.
Okay.
And she's supposed to, choose whom to take to a date,
So he opens up their selfies.
Actually, she went into their messages.
Oh man.
Creepy. And but it's one of those channels. It's super popular, of course, and I stumble upon it for no reason, and for even worse, but it is what it is. So
what's the point of this whole story?
So, on one of the guys' phones, there was a list. And she opened Notes. It was an iPhone. She opened the Notes application, and there was a list of things he's grateful to God for. And I was like, "Whoa! I love that." Like I can't remember what it really said.
Okay.
You know, but I immediately like stole the idea, and it's probably a lot of people are doing it or something. I don't know. Maybe.
I hope that they do.
I don't know, but it just seems like such a good idea, and I started writing like I'm grateful to God, and one of the things that I'm actually grateful to God for is music, which you just mentioned. I'm really grateful for music.
Yeah.
You know, because in some bad times it could really help.
Yeah, it's one of his better creations.
I don't weigh.
But you do. Are you thankful for the jellyfish?
For the jellyfish,
Yeah.
I was never stung by a jellyfish.
That doesn't matter.
And they're actually they look pretty nice. They're like transparent. Light goes through them. They look wonderful creatures. I'm grateful for the jellyfish.
Did you put it in the list?
No.
Well.
Oh my God. List, come here. But I'm not grateful for piranhas.
You know, imagine your future second wife opens up your phone in some reality and things I'm thankful to God for jellyfish, and she's like, what?
I married a weirdo. No, but it's if you think about it, it's such a good idea. Like it's such a good idea. Like you
to create a jellyfish.
That too, but like to keep that list.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. Like
and
wow.
You contemplate. Like I started. I'm grateful to God for like my family, you know, and really, dude.
Am I on the
awesome.
list?
Do you want me to lie to you? It's a simple question.
Yes.
As you want me to lie to you?
Yes.
Be your number 2.
Okay, this is such a evil lie.
Yes, it is.
No, because like, am I on the list at all? Am I number 3 or maybe number 1? Okay, no, I'm not number 1, but
so you're not on the list.
So you're not thankful for friends.
Oh, I'm very thankful for friends in general,
but not enough to be on the list.
Yeah, I never mention anybody by name except my family. Not yet. There's still time, Deep. You could end up on the list at number 36 or 552, but you know.
No, unless they're family. If I marry one of your daughters, it will take like 15 years at least. Then I'll become the family.
This took a strange turn. Very strange turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, technically you might get.
But is it worth all of the effort just to get on the list?
No.
I'm thinking the same. Miracles.
Yeah, miracles.
But like real miracles, not music.
Or love.
Oh, love, God forbid. Sorry, Saint Valentine.
So the real miracles.
Yeah.
You know what kind of gets me laughing every time? Like, they cut a tree and there was a cross.
Actually, I wanted to mention that in Serbia it is very popular for people to, for example, cut the tree and there's a sign of the cross in the trunk. And everybody's like, oh, it's a miracle. Good thing that cross isn't a very general shape.
Yeah, you know what kind of... I cringe when I see something like that, especially after all the conversations with, for example, Protestants, which are like, you venerate icons, these are idols. And I'm like, no, we don't. These are just representations. But what about those trees? Like, yeah, well, people kind of...
And they're like the most that those crosses between trees, you know, they're sort of they're sort of crossy, but not like you know, they're not like Byzantine cross, like something that's weary.
I'm still a member of a couple of Orthodox Christian Viber groups.
Oh no! Oh no!
And from time to time, there will be clouds.
Cross-shaped cloud.
Theotokos-shaped clouds. saint this or that shaped clouds, Jesus shaped clouds, because why not?
How do you differentiate between a Jesus and a saint shaped cloud?
You have to be the expert.
Expert miracle cloud hunter.
The cloud miracle expert. Oh dear Lord!
Trees and clouds are the miracle toasts of Serbia. We don't get a Virgin of Guadalupe on our toasts, but we get crosses in our trees and
we don't have stigmatas, but we have that guy who faked a cross on his forehead.
Maybe he didn't fake it. Maybe it was really, a spontaneous cross-shaped whatever.
Okay, let me quote him. It has a godly smell. Do you want to smell it? That's what he said, literally. So, do you still? No, I can't.
Because it's got smell. Well, only one way to find out.
Hey, let's call him. Let's call him as our guest.
No.
I know.
I would be so tempted to be so cruel. Like
I know.
Our audience will defend him from us.
I would be the good cop. I would be like.
No, we will kill each other to be the bad cop.
Yeah, that's right.
And okay, I know why do you want to be the good cop?
Why?
Oh, please tell us how God smells. Like with your passive aggressiveness, you would be far more evil than the bad cop.
Well,
godly smell.
Maybe he has something to share, some insight.
Some incense.
Yeah, he said it smells like incense.
Okay.
He said that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can imagine him as he was drawing the thing or whatever he was doing. Just like, using some, oil or something.
Yeah.
Just rubbing it in. Like, it has to smell nice.
Like God. Like God does.
Or he was Googling, how does God smell?
And Thomas Aquinas. Well... It does sound like something like scholastics would,
exactly. That's exactly
would investigate.
Exactly what I'm going to say. Like not how he would appear. Let's talk about what God is. That's what.
5 prepositions against the smell of God. Preposition 1.1.
Oh dear Lord.
One claims that God has a smell. On the contrary.
Did you watch Futurama?
Yes.
In Futurama, the crazy professor.
I love him. He's the best character.
Absolutely. He invents the smelling machine where he can smell anything in the entire universe.
No. Oh God, no.
Wonderful. It's wonderful. And I think it's the machine is being referenced in different episodes. It's ridiculous. Okay, so miracles.
Okay, ignoring the miracle guy, the miracle mole.
No, what is he? Like
mystic.
Ignoring the Christian Orthodox fake stigmata. Can we say something like that?
Why not? I mean, people do fake stigmata.
No, I thought it was real.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah,
no.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense,
Not for me, though.
Really?
Let's talk about miracles already.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is what the episode is supposed to be about. I'm sorry, I digested.
And that's my joke. And they stole it as well.
Really?
Of course.
Yeah, it does fit you a bit better.
At least I'm fit at something.
Yes. So miracles. Music, wow.
Have you ever experienced a miracle?
Yes, I have.
Like a real miracle, not
real miracle.
Will you share with us?
I already did. In the audio podcast.
Yeah, but assuming...
Well, if that stigmata guy can charge people for his healing powers, couldn't I charge people for the decent miracle story?
Okay, first, we are not charging for our podcast, and second, I really doubt that the guy is openly charging for his...
Well, not openly, but...
For whatever he's doing. Do you see what they have to put up with?
It's not me.
It's not me
It's
either.
not my family. This is not me, really.
You know
A
what would
random
happen?
ring.
What would happen if we would answer it?
I don't know what is ringing, so I don't know what to answer.
But what if it's God calling? Like, stop this.
Stop this madness. Okay, so yes, I was a witness of a miracle, like a real miracle. So I can't really tell the story without at least trying to get some context.
Okay, fine. Give the
So
context.
this one day. So again, I need to provide some context before I can talk about that, really.
Yeah.
And the context is that for that entire day, I wasn't really making any choices. Like I was in a position not to make a single choice. That's the best way to describe it.
Okay.
I was kind of led towards something, and I can't really fully explain it, but it started with a phone call where a friend of mine, who is also the godfather of my children today, he wasn't back then, and we were kind of just beginning to, become, good friends and all that. He calls me one day and he's like, "Hey, the wife and I are going to a monastery, to a super cool archimandrit."
Archimandrite.
Archimandrite? Oh, dear God. And you want to come with? And I was like, sure, I don't have anything, prepared. And I remember, like, if I remember correctly, that entire day I was kind of I didn't really, I didn't make any choices. I was just like complacent, if that's the word.
Okay.
And I joined them.
Mm-hmm.
It was him, his wife, and a very cool individual, who might be his godfather or something through this or that. And actually, as we were driving there, we did prayer. We did the Theotokos rule, which was blessed by the Archimandrite Seraphim, and that's like it was a first for me to be like on a voyage to a monastery with friends and like praying, or during the entire trip.
How did you do the rule?
Well, each would we would just change, and go in circles. And it was a first for me, definitely.
It's nice, cool. That's a good idea.
We got there. It's a wonderful place.
Which monastery is that again?
Belevode.
Okay.
Kod Ljubovi. And so Otto Serafim Petkovic, he's actually now pretty famous with the guitar.
Can't heard of him.
Really?
No.
Really?
No.
Seriously? He's a pretty famous Archimandrite.
One of the top 10 Archimandrites.
He's great. He's wonderful. Really is. Trust me. He looks like a Santa.
A lot of Orthodox priests look like a Santa.
He's really wonderful. And I can't remember which day it was, but it was something with Theotokos. I don't remember. It is what it is. I'm not ashamed. So there was divine liturgy. It was wonderful. And when it was done, but I can't really explain it without saying, everything I did, I was like, hey, do that, sure.
Okay.
Like, I did not offer resistance. I did not ask questions. I just felt completely free of any, necessity of actually like doing. I just felt I was being guided. That's the best way to put it.
Okay.
And when the divine liturgy was over, before people went to get something to eat or whatnot, this woman was like, "Hey, it's this and that day, so let's go do a circle around the monastery."
Litany, yeah.
Litany, is it litany?
Procession.
Yeah, that's better. So we went into that procession around the monastery, which is not. It's a bit it's cool because it kind of you go through the forest.
Nice.
It's wonderful, really.
Yeah.
And now just like 4 of us decided to go. Like there were I think my friend's wife, I think she just went into the kitchen immediately or something like that. And Father Serafim, he was like grabbing icons and just giving everybody their icon. And I did notice an icon of Sveta Petka, Paraskevis, or Paraskevi. I'm not sure how they say.
I think it's Paraskevi.
I think it's Paraskevi. And and I kind of noticed it. And believe it or not, she's like one of the first saints that I've ever known of. Because when I was a kid, my aunt used to, who was also kind of, raising me a bit because and she used to talk about her like she's a protector of children without parents, and I remember that very, very, vividly. Like you wouldn't believe how vividly I remember it.
Nice.
And she's like the first saint I kind of liked. Even though I wasn't even Christian back then. I just, I liked Saint Sava, school and all that. I liked Sveta Petka, and that's it. Like that's it. And I remember noticing that icon, and I kind of knew he was gonna grab that one and give it to me. I just knew, I was like, I just totally expected it. Don't move the carpet, because then you move the camera, and you spoil the moment. And he just gives it to me. And we start.
That's a beautiful miracle story.
And we start praying, singing, and whatnot. And almost as we were out of the the property, the monastery property, and went towards the forest, I start smelling that wonderful smell that is very specific to as Milo Djukanovic, the president of Montenegro, would say, holy bones.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He did.
He did.
He really, oh, man.
Yeah,
okay.
he totally did. Yeah.
Idiot.
That's what I wanted to say, but I kind of just,
You let me do it for you.
You do it with such pleasure.
Of course.
And I started smelling it, and I was like, am I tripping? But I, from the moment I was given the icon, that, considering that I kind of expected it, I was absolutely certain that that's the icon that he's going to give me. From that very moment, I felt, things clicked. And I felt great. And I felt really close to God, if that's the way to describe it. And then I was like, okay, the smell is getting more and more intense. No, I'm not looking down. No, I'm not looking down. No, I'm not looking down. But then I look down and I see literally the icon. Just how do you say that in English?
Mrgashing.
Everything sounds bad in English. Everything sounds bad. We say mirotochiva icon or
Mrgashing icon.
Mrgashing. Anyways, I see the myrrh in 2 places, and I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Well, what did they teach you at the Mrgashing icon bearing class?
The tutorial.
YouTube tutorial, what to do in the case WikiHow.
No,
don't panic. First step, don't panic.
I was the last one, I was the last one in the procession, and I was like, you can imagine me like, guys, I think this icon is Mrgashing. And everybody just stopped, turned around, and we kind of recognize that moment as what it is.
Well, as the gospel says, sit in the last places, and your icons will start to gush.
Myrrh.
No,
really, it was the one and only time that happened to that I was a witness of something like that.
Nice.
I don't believe it has anything to do with me specifically, other than the fact that for an entire year I kind of prayed for a miracle.
Okay.
I have this formula in life. ever since I became Christian.
Nag until you get it.
No, just pray for something for a year, and if it makes sense, don't pray for money or something like that.
Well, I know that you didn't pray for me to lose weight because
No.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
But I prayed to find a wife. Check.
Oh yeah.
We both prayed to be blessed with a child. Check.
Double check.
We'll double check. Yeah. The second time she kind of tricked me. Okay.
But sometimes God is so cruel to women when He answers their prayers.
Why doesn't God forgive everybody and just be done with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my miracle story. We finally talked about miracles. Yay! Flag.
What about me?
You have something to share?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Firsthand?
Well, no. It is firsthand. It is firsthand. But
Miracle happened to me, but it didn't happen to you.
Miracle happened to Israel, to people of Israel, all of whom left their bones in the desert. And not so funny now, is it?
But they bow to the golden statue.
Yeah, cough. So
you don't make fun of my miracle, man.
I'm not making fun of your miracle. I'm making fun of your ultimate destination. Despite the miracle.
Please tell us of your miracle.
Okay, so this isn't as majestic as Am's story. Like, actually, not only witnessing a Murgushing icon, but having it Murgush in your hands. So
in your sinful hands.
Yeah. So sorry, I can't compete with that. And
it is what it is. Actually, I'm now people's first hand.
No, you're their second hand.
I'm their first hand.
No, you can't be someone's first hand. Because you're their second hand. They're so.
Okay, just please.
So my story isn't as magical as Am's, but and people can easily ascribe this to psychological reasons or anything, but I don't buy it at all, and I will explain why. So, okay. I was really, I may have talked about this in some of my many videos, but it doesn't matter. I like telling about it. So I was feeling sort of depressed over a friend of mine who started to do some silly stuff, and I was really worried about him. And I was praying for him for a long time. And
have we talked about this?
Maybe
in the podcast.
Maybe I don't remember.
It sounds familiar. And then he borrowed money from you or something.
No,
that's not it. Okay.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm not cutting you.
Yeah, and so anyway, I had a couple of Ecatists at home, and for you guys who don't know what it is, Ecatist is a longer prayer that is dedicated to a particular saint or Christ or Mother of God or some feast day or in honor of some other working icon and so on. And I took the Ecatist to Saint Nectarius, which I mentioned in one of the previous episodes. And for some reason or another, the Ecatist had a note like, this prayer really helps young people with their emotional turmoil.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the intention, but to me it sounded like, when people are having when they're lovesick and when in that regard, but I was like, well, you didn't specify, so it's emotional, it's turmoil, and I'm young, so I qualify for this prayer. But generally,
there's so many prayers in Ecatists.
Yeah,
that really target
those specific groups. Yeah, but in any case, I generally don't buy those things. Like, I will pray to any saint for whatever. I won't go to Saint John the Baptist for headaches. I won't go to, but okay, fine. I simply like Saint Nectarius. So again,
who doesn't like Saint Nectarius?
Yeah, he's one of the saints that people instantly like Saint Xenia, like Saint Seraphim.
If you're Christian Orthodox.
Yeah.
Saint Xenia Petrograd.
Yeah, of course.
Can you just say it in
No.
not normally?
So anyway,
Saint Justin.
it's his monastic name, so in English it's Justin. If it was his secular name, he would be, I would say, Justin.
That makes no sense.
That makes absolute sense.
He is either Justin or Justin.
No, because monastic names get translated to specific languages.
Says who?
Okay, like when you open English New Testament, it says Jesus instead of Jesus.
So?
And it says Paul instead of Pavlos.
What it doesn't make sense is that you wouldn't translate it if it was his non-monastic name. That's what you said.
Yes.
Why not?
I don't know.
so that's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't have to translate it either way.
But I did. One way.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway, I'm starting to... So, again, I'm feeling very depressed. I'm feeling very concerned. I'm feeling very under the weather. And I start to pray the Ectist. And, there are those introductory prayers for Ectist. I never read those, ever. I mean, maybe a couple of times.
Oh,
but,
okay. Like the general.
Trisagion, 50th Psalm, Creed, and I'm like, yeah, sure. I pray that every day anyway. I'm not doing it again.
You would read a prayer, but maybe not that specific.
Like,
preparation for, prayer before reading the Bible, prayer before taking breakfast, prayer before eating lunch.
No, those are fine. Those are fine. But these are like,
But these are not fine.
No. These are fine too, but these are the same prayers I said in the morning. Like, ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay.
So, the split second I start reading the Ectist.
Done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, it's like an instant black cloud that simply felt lifted and dispelled. It was amazing. Like, and I'm reading the Ectist. I'm not exactly crying, but I'm like on the verge of tears. I feel with such joy. It's not just, I'm not depressed anymore. It's like joy.
Yeah, I need to like, I need to tell you something back from when I converted.
Okay.
To Christianity. It was a very tough period for me. That kind of led to it in a way. I mean, I was led to it when I analyze. Retrospective. When I do a retrospective, I believe I was led to it my entire life. But it, this very this period of turmoil kind of culminated into me becoming a Christian, and it was a period where I was very afraid, and psychologically I was still struggling to accept some things back then.
Yeah.
All I had to do was just speak to Jesus.
Yeah.
Like anything I would say, and I would feel just like that.
Yeah.
And it lasted for like almost 2 years. I was like flying, man. I was flying.
Why is God so good to you?
Well, it stopped. Nowadays it's like, please God, Jesus, and like nothing. Like, okay, then I comfort myself that even Jesus Christ felt abandoned by God on the cross. So I'm
so I'm sort of like Jesus.
Why are you twisting my words so much? And yes, God loves me. So what? God loves you too, man.
Yeah.
Trust me. He
told
me.
So anyway, as I started praying, it instantly, the darkness simply left. It was gone and gone, but it's not like simply like, I'm not depressed anymore, but I was filled with tons of joy.
Yeah, endless joy.
Endless joy.
Quick question.
Yeah.
During that time, did you feel or think in any way that like you just love everybody?
Yes.
Then I know the feeling.
Yeah. And
I truly do. I've never felt it before. Actually, before praying for the first time in my life. But it's another story.
So I finish the prayer and they leave my room, and my whole family is like, I mean, mother, father, and sister.
You're glowing. Did they say
Yeah,
that?
yeah. And
That's what I'm saying. It is a real thing.
yeah, and they were like, "What happened to you?" And I'm like, "Why? You're glowing." And they're like, "Ah," and I'm literally feeling sort of like you're glowing.
Yeah.
And for some reason or the other, when I finished the prayer, I glanced at the clock, and it was 25 till 10.
Okay.
And later on, I checked my email, and in 25 till 10, I received an email from the friend I was praying for, and he was like, "Oh, I'm trying to, get my act together and everything." And it was a real comfort, like when I was extremely concerned. And I know that people can say, well, it was just an auto-suggestion or anything, but my retort to that is like, yeah, but that only happened once, and people are saying those things like auto-suggestion is easy, and if it was, people would auto-depress themselves just like that.
Yeah.
Snap fingers for me.
Excuse me?
Snap fingers for me. Would get out of it like that, because I don't know how to snap fingers. You see. It's a problem, okay? It's a problem. What?
Is this real?
I don't know how to snap my fingers.
Can you blink?
I need to moisten my eyes every so often. So all of these jump cuts, they're not because of the... Shut up.
So you can't do that? Not even this?
He's literally mocking my handicap.
You can't do this?
If Jesus healed me, I could. I can't.
It's a miracle.
You're so...
I'm going to be snapping my fingers all day long.
I hope they...
Oh, thank you, God, for the ability to snap my fingers. Really, I'm going to have to listen. I didn't know that. I did not know that. That is ridiculous.
I mean, on occasion,
don't
it's
you
sort
sing
of...
the song? Don't you sing the song to kids? When you're happy and you know it, then show it. When you're happy,
there was never...
Snap your fingers, man.
There was never a part with snap your fingers.
In Serbian, there is.
I never literally heard of it.
Are you serious?
Yes. And I hate the extended version. We wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, everybody. I hate that.
Everybody.
Kids love it.
But who invented that one?
Somebody in a kindergarten somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it spreads all across all daycare centers and kindergarten and all that. Now it's just everywhere.
I think it is a response to a kid singing that spanking is a valid response.
Confusing.
Anyway, still. If it's auto-suggestion, people are making it as it is the easiest thing in the world. It's not. It happened, at least to me, only once.
A counter-argument to that.
Yeah.
People would auto-depress themselves with auto-suggestion.
Yeah.
People probably can, but not everybody can. And it all depends. I don't know if you've ever really, really met a clinically depressed person.
Yeah, I did.
Man, it's heavy.
I'm not saying I was clinically depressed.
It's heavy.
I know.
We all know what depressed is. We all were depressed or are depressed at some point.
But clinically depressed, that's that's different.
This is like people have suicidal thoughts and then they're like...
Yeah, I know.
Shall not snap my finger, but they're like this much. I just snap my finger. I don't know. I'll stop it. I will not mock you. I will so mock you. Every time, every episode, because it's super fun to make fun of somebody's handicap or
somebody's obesity.
It's not a handicap. That's a
poor choice.
Do you know that one time somebody told me I will never be able to raise my eyebrow because it's like genetically or something like that, and I practiced in front of a mirror, and now look. So you can actually, I'm pretty sure you can learn, teach yourself to do that. Like let me Google that for you. Like, how does one snap it? Okay, I tried.
Okay, Google. How do you snap your fingers? Hi, Boyan. In order to snap your fingers, you need to Step 1, snap your fingers.
Step 2, be happy for you. Just snap your fingers.
And if you want to show it,
when you're happy and look.
And it's a sin.
I believe you that it was a proper miracle, because when you've described it.
Yeah.
When the first time I really prayed in my life, the first time when I really prayed, I didn't believe in Christ at all.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
But the first time I prayed, I will never forget that feeling. I will never forget that glow, as you call it. I will never forget the love that I felt.
It's a glow. It's a glow.
Ever forget the calmness that I felt. Never. The comfort that I felt.
Yeah.
The comfort, our existence is actually painful. In a lot of ways, it's very joyful and there's a lot of happiness, but it's also in a lot of ways painful. When we lose people, there's so many things that we heard about. And when you were describing it, I exactly knew what you were talking about. I immediately clicked. I know the frequency of that.
When you read the books about hesychasm and so on,
okay,
and when they describe the interior light, I don't think you know what it actually means until you experience it in this way, because it. You read about about levitating saints.
Yeah.
And that some of them probably didn't even know that they were hovering in air while they were praying.
Yeah.
I can assure you that was this exact feeling, except stronger.
Yeah.
They were so out of themselves that they didn't notice that they're not touching the ground. I can. I mean.
I can relate. I can almost feel how that will look like.
Yeah.
Not that I can currently achieve.
Well, yeah, and if I start,
I strongly believe.
If I started to hover, that's a double miracle. One needs to lift me.
I really believe in the real tangible power of an honest prayer.
Oh yeah.
And therefore, if you want me to put it like that, when you're a Christian, when you believe and when you speak to God, when you have a relationship with God, you're actually living a miracle every day.
Yep.
And you're just receiving miracle every single day.
Yeah.
Ever since I became Christian, life is tasteless without God.
Oh yeah.
Life is tasteless without the love that God gives me personally, that I know I would never. I know it's not coming from me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Every day I could reflect. If I want to, we're talking about that thank you thing. If one thing that I should write in there, and I don't have to write anything else. I could just thank God for just guiding me through life, because I can identify so many situations where I would have been a completely different person.
I have an idea for an app.
For an app?
Just like that, snap. Thank God app that sends you notifications what you should be thankful to God for. Sort of a reminder, and I can illustrate the prompts.
You can what?
I could illustrate the prompts.
So, you don't have enough illustrations to work?
No. This would be unique to the app.
If I had $1 every time somebody approached me with an idea for an app.
Yeah, and for every 3 thanks, there will be a obnoxiously loud ad.
You can pay to remove.
Yes.
Church Mouse app coming in October 2020.
Fall 2020.
October 2020. That is fall.
Yeah, but yeah, you usually say fall.
Thank you for sharing, B. That was wonderful.
Thank you for sharing that you felt that 50 times by now, and I only got 1. Thanks God.
Yeah, but somebody actually told me, that's gonna have an expiry date.
Yeah.
And,
And it's probably for the best.
Oh, absolutely. I think I was given like a taste of heaven.
Precisely.
And now I have something to chase my entire life.
Cheese. Oh, and heaven.
Something. Cheese all my life. Okay. Cheese wheels. That's your monetary system revolves around cheese wheels. God, cheese wheel.
It's genius.
It's like a golden bar.
Well, if you think about it, cheese wheels makes much more sense than a gold bar. Oh, I'm starving! Help me, gold bar!
Okay, cheese is very keto friendly, so
there you go. Not very land friendly, but
well, next week. Well,
no.
Depending on when we publish this episode, it's probably going to be Great Lent.
Yeah.
And
so
happy Great Lent.
By the way, as I was illustrating Bible verses, and there was this great verse in.
You do that?
Shut up.
Oh my God.
Actually, I think that a majority of my subscriber base is like, why is this channel called Bible Illustrated? The mystery of the ages.
I think they get it.
I hope they do. And anyway, there was this great verse in Ruth, like, there is this famine in Judea, and the family of Ruth moves to Moab, which is like a pagan country to the east, and there's this. It's just a little bit, and then the Lord visited the land with bread. There's like, oh, this is so good, like life pops up, and even today we have so much more than bread. And that's not something we're generally thankful for. We don't see it because it's so commonplace. But
well, we are thankful for the daily bread pretty often.
Yeah, what?
Sorry?
What?
Sorry? Excuse me?
Oh yeah, the prayer. How does it go?
The Lawrence's. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Lawrence's player.
On repeat. So yeah, but
we can't make jokes about this. Like
too late for that.
Cancelled. Your channel is cancelled. Church Mouse application coming to October 2020.
Actually, if YouTube canceled our channel based on blasphemy, I would be sort of happy.
That's not.
No, it would never happen. But I would be sort of happy because then I would know that such a big platform is taking such a strict approach towards blasphemy. You're not.
Yeah, but we might get sued or something by Father Andrew Stephen Damick.
I hate that guy.
Oh dear Lord! Please don't sue us.
Do you know that he likes Lord of the Rings?
Of course, he's
like every evil guy.
He's the one from whom I learned about the Tolkien seminar that is taking place in the United States.
Did you know that Tolkien wasn't Orthodox? I was so shocked, but then when I thought about it, it was obvious from his books.
So what if he's not? It wasn't Orthodox. You pray for the Pope
to be Orthodox.
Oh, this has been a very challenging episode, believe it or not, because the camera overheated 3 times. Battery runs out. God only knows if the audio is gonna work, if these microphones even work. But I've enjoyed it.
It was fun.
I like if nothing, like there's only one crucial takeaway from this episode, just one, and we talked about beautiful things, miracles. So my takeaway is we can't do this. It's ridiculous. Thank you for sharing that. It is so good to know.
Too bad you can't have 20,000 subscribers.
20,000 subscribers? Well, like me, but I don't have a YouTube channel. Well, I have, but I don't use it like you. Okay, is that a challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. 20K coming.
Google fake subscribers price.
No, I can literally go and buy a YouTube channel with 200.
That's cheating. That's cheating.
Says who? By whose book? God only knows where you got all your subscribers. God only
from
knows.
my
only knows.
differences between Orthodox and Catholics video, of course, like majority of them subscribed over that one, and never watched anything else.
Obviously. B has a wonderful channel. Please subscribe.
And the comment, who's B?
What's a radio?
That one will never get old, but it should.
Yeah, really. No, but it won't. But okay, maybe in a year. Are we going to be doing this for a year?
Of course we will.
We will.
Of course.
Can you extend your New Year's resolutions to practicing this in front of a mirror? It will do you good. It's a wonderful thing to know how to do. No, in front of a mirror, not in front of the
No. The next episode will be me just attempting to snap my finger.
It's a miracle.
Better end it here while it's still good.
It's a great Lent miracle.
So I don't have to do a great Lent?
No, Great Lent is not cancelled.
It's never cancelled.
That would be a good April Fool's joke. They cancelled Easter or something like that.